Hey, GH peeps, what's happening? It's your girl, Tawari Babes, coming at you with a late night review for Tuesday. That's right, folks. It is Taco Tuesday, June 4th, 2024. And no, Tori did not have her tacos. But I did have some good food, so I am not going to complain. Just a heads up, guys, I did start doing a part-time job today. And that's why I'm posting so late. I kind of had to get my feet wet a little bit, so I was working a little bit longer than I normally would. But back to normal routines, I'll be getting off a lot earlier tomorrow, and I'll be able to post not as late as I'm posting today. But you know, Tori needs her coins because I'm taking trips and vacations and I need my coins. I need my coins, people. But anywho, I hope you guys had an amazing Tuesday. How was GHing for you guys? Any highs? Like Sonny going to Carly's? I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I mean, he's still a traitor. But I didn't do it. I was sitting here like, didn't you just accuse her of all kind of stuff? And now you... Guys, y'all see the writing, don't y'all? The writing is on the wall for that one. And then the lows. I can't believe Valley did it. I can't believe he's capable of such a thing. Girl, you just found out that this man was here the last time and he lied to you. He lied to you about Charlotte. He lied to you about leaving town. And when he actually was there about to hit about Sonny, I just, Devaney's naivety right now is a little questionable. But anywho, guys, I'm going to dwell more into my highlights. Please leave your highlights in the comment section. You guys know I love your highlights. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, because that does get my video out there in the soapy algorithm of things, and it does help a lot. And I appreciate every single subscription and every like you guys give me. You truly are a blessing. Let's get into it, shall we? Let's get into the story. So we're at the PCPD, and Jason's looking at Anna like, because he knows it wasn't Sonny. It wasn't Sonny. And so who picked up? At his face. She wasn't even going to tell him. She wasn't even going to tell him that it was Valentine. She wasn't even going to tell him unless he pressured her. And I'm like, you got to stop trusting her right now. You got to stop trusting her right now. I'm sorry. Jason should not be trusting Anna. I know a lot of y'all been saying that. I'm in agreement. No more. That trust is broken. But anyway, she when she tell him, yeah, you're free to go, I was like, girl, bye. Go where? And I'm with Jason. Who was that on the phone? Like I felt like that was some her boyfriend, girlfriend, and somebody calling the chick on the phone. No. Don't act like that wasn't nobody on the phone. Who was on the phone? Who was on the phone, honey? She can't even take off her gloves. She's so nervous, y'all. And tells Jason that it was the head of Pikeman, aka her boyfriend. And like I said, I am really trying to understand Anna's surprisement in this. Like, you didn't see the writing that was clearly on the wall. After this man that lied to you about the Charlotte thing, you shouldn't put nothing past him. Love or no love, nobody can be that gullible, girl. And you too old for that. Come on now. We supposed to be mature in mind, man. The hell? And then she starts crying and says it was Valentine. And she tells Jason that she had no idea that Valentine was this deep. And I'm like, you didn't? You didn't. So when he lied to you about when he was out of town and he was there for the last hit, you didn't know he was that deep? When you realized, when you busted him out about being friendly with Brennan, you didn't know he was in that deep? Especially since you are assuming that Brennan is the head of Pikeman. You didn't know he was in that deep? Girl, cut it out. But anyway, she runs down the ploy that Valentine set up, and Jason admits, well, they run down the ploy that Valentine set up, and Jason admits that he did consider Sonny's guilt. But he's innocent, so that's his boy. So pop, 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 pop. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, Oh, he is guilty of something. Girl, what? Like you double agent? Like you double agent Anna Devaney? Like you? Guilty of something? He is not guilty of nothing more than what you and your toxic ass boyfriend is guilty of. So stop it, girl. Stop it. Oh, when she said, I was like, aren't you a double agent? Really, girl? Talking about Sonny ain't been right since he's 17. And you ain't been right since before you joined the WSB, girl. Don't be sitting here acting like you ain't been buttering your bread on both sides of the fence. Girl, stop it. And he's like, oh, so you're still going to protect him? Girl, are you still trying to protect Valentine? You was about to send Jason out to get unalived or shot at again while you protect your girl. Out, guys. I did not like, let me finish. He did bring up, and Jason did bring it up. Aren't you trying to, didn't you just try to protect Valentine? By not telling me who's on the phone sitting there acting like something was caught in your throat? And I wrote, her boyfriend just tried to unalive 2 people that she know of, and she's still doing this stuff. He didn't just confirm that he has tried to unalive 2 people that she knows of, and she knows he's been dirty since the beginning. And all this playing around like he was not dirty in the beginning. Valentine was always been a bad guy. Always been a bad guy. Girl, cut it out. Oh, but because he loves me, I'm going to give him a pass. Girl, sit down somewhere. And yes, I'm frying Anna today because I was just over her today. He reminds her of how she was just trying to protect Valentine, but tells her, he reminds her that she was just trying to protect Valentine, but tells her he understands. Because, he's trying to protect his friend, Sonny. But now he needs to know why he gunning from him. And I'm like, come on, Jason. It's because you was, you infiltrated pikemen. Anna tells Jason Valentine's plan of off and off him, Sonny taking the fall, and them operating their base of pikemen with no problems. And I'm like, hilarious, because she wasn't even there for the plan. But once again, you were still trying to protect him. In your head, you had summarized this, but you were still trying to protect him. Classic Valentine. Oh. Then Anna starts to bring up their training together and how Valentine acted like he didn't know Brennan. And Anna is sure now that he is for sure running pikemen. And I'm like, how? You're so late, girlfriend. You're so late to dinner. Jason thanks her for trusting him. And now he's off to get Kate's off his back so he can live. But nope. Anna wants more info. And Jason does not give a damn about her and her more info about pikemen, about none of that. He wants his freedom. He wants to be free off the yoke of that. Anna feels that Valentine will outmaneuver John Cates like Valentine did her. I wrote that in there. Yeah. She feels that John, which I can see that, because he's just walking around just caught Diesel strong with no kind of evidence, with nothing, just throwing blame anywhere. And he is so wanting to take Sonny down that he can't see the red herring in his face. Anna. But she feels that Valentine will outmaneuver John. And I'm like, yeah, like he outmaneuvered you with Charlotte and this situation. And since he's been dating you, he's been outmaneuvering you, girlfriend. You want to be real. Anna then, I feel, manipulates Jason again. But he one-ups her and tells her he'll get the evidence from Valentine himself then. And she's like, no, don't hurt my boyfriend. Because we all know he's talking about breaking in. I thought he was talking about breaking bones. Because you know he'll weasel. Break some bones, he might squeal. I'm just saying. But then I thought about when Victor had him under that drug and he was like, but that was because, I don't know. Like I said, break some bones, he might still. Am I coming too hard, guys? I might be coming too hard. I'm just over this whole entire thing, okay? And I wrote, I have a hard time understanding why Anna thinks she's effective in this. She has been played this whole time. Miss Secret Double Agent by the Shar situation and now this. I just don't see I don't see how Anna, and she knows she can't. You see how that lip was shaking. And then Anna asked how. And I wrote, beat it out of him. You told Harpo to beat me? All my life is since I had to fight. Anna brings up Valentine's training in the WSB, and I just busted out in laughter when she brought that up. Because it hasn't did anything for her, Valentine, or Brennan. Oh yeah, Mr. WSB trained man just answered the phone from the hitman. Yeah, that's that training right there. So I'm not. I said so. I'm not even sure why she's mentioning it. Like that's a thing. Like that's a threat. And then she tells him that she thinks she can do it. And I'm like, girl, he has been running game on you this whole entire time. Bye, Felicia. Bye. You what? You have been inept at most, frozen at best. What? Really, Anna? Miss WSB? I'm a trained WSB agent. And Brennan in jail. Valentine just got busted. And Valentine been running game on you. And you supposed to be double agent, secret eye spy. The best one. Talking about their date. And she's counting on his love for her. And I'm just gonna say this. I feel like Valentine was not really in love with Anna. I feel like it's more of an obsession. I feel like his real love is Nina because of the things that he's done for Nina. Because when something happened to Shar, he reached out to Nina. And yeah, everybody's talking about, well, that's because Shar and da-da-da-da-da. That's BS. He was building a life with Anna at that time. He was building a life with Anna at that time. He was asking Anna to move in with him in Charlotte. But yet when it came down to Charlotte and her mental health issues, he went to somebody that would agree with him, not his woman. So I think to me, and this is my personal opinion, that is not as much as love as it is infatuation. Kind of stalkery infatuation. In fact, I always thought that's how he felt about her. And then they kind of made it into this love thing. And I just said, oh, okay, well, whatever. And then she tells Jason, but she needs time. And I wrote, fuck that shit, girl. You are not reliable, girl. You are not reliable. Are you serious right now? And I wrote, Jason needs to dump Anna and try to get Sonny straight. We need to figure out this Sonny situation because I cannot see Anna finalizing the deal. I just cannot. Sonny and Jason is way better than an Anna Devaney story on her own, especially. He brings up Anna playing the long game, and he has not got time for that. And she's like, you would tip our hand. I'm like, girl, the hand has already been tipped. You seen that man's face? The hand is tipped. He already knows. I'm like, you don't see that? He don't know? You don't see that? He's WSB. Come on, think ahead. You're going to tip our hand. His hand is tipped. His hand is tipped. And she don't think Valentine's going to see her coming from a mile away. I see her coming from a mile away, and she ain't even coming after me. Jason just wants his life back. And she's like, I can do it. And Jason tells her, this is too personal for you. And it is. It is way too personal. She can't even keep a straight face. She's still breaking down and crying. This man had his own daughter trying to unalive you and stalk you, and you over here crying over this fool. And even as she's saying that she can do this, she can't. She knows it, and so does Jason. So do we. So does everybody in the back of the bus. We all know that Anna is not capable of doing this on her own. And that's when she asked Jason for backup. And I wanna say is that so that she can stop him from undermining her and really solving the case. Guys, okay, look, we need Sonny back. Okay? They need to figure out how they can get this Sonny and Jason, how we can figure out Sonny's medication, how them and Sonny start working together in the background where Anna's thinking she's doing something. So then when Anna's little plan falls apart, which it most likely will, Sonny and Jason will be there for the save. Okay? Because Anna's not, no. And I don't like how Sonny's just walking around being used. I mean, like, he's not no dumb man. He agrees, but I hope he's already thinking ahead, because she obviously isn't. That's what I wrote. She is not thinking. I'm sorry. Yeah, I need the son. We need Sonny. We need Sonny. We need him right. We need him back on the. We need Sonny because Jason and I wouldn't trust. Somebody wrote that in the comments. I agree with you. I would not trust Anna. I would not trust Anna with this. Okay, and she's been manipulating half the people in Port Charles, and she should not be police commissioner. I'm just gonna leave it at that. So we're gonna head over to Chaselyn, Chase in Brooklyn, and Chase comes home with Gregory's scattering box. I thought that was really a beautiful box, but isn't sure that he wants to spread his ashes now. He wants to hold on to a piece of his father. And this is where my mind went while they were going back and forth about what to do with it. Put it on the mantle, put a picture by it. And he's like, well, I did tell my dad I wanted to honor his wishes and spread them all over the place. Why don't you just take a little spoonful and make a necklace out of it? I don't think you need all the ashes to make a charm necklace or a bracelet out of his ashes. They do that now. They do that now. They can put into something that's forever. They do that now. And then you can scatter the rest of them out there. I was looking like, just make a charm bracelet or a charm thing or something to give to your grandkids. I don't know, okay? But if you don't want to give your parents ashes, because that's how I feel. My mom, I don't want to think about that time because that would crush me. But I'm not giving up my mama's ashes. Not all of them. I'm going to make, something out of them so I can keep a piece of her close to me. I will add that Brooklyn is doing an amazing job at supporting Chase because she's the one who mentions about putting the scattered box on the mantle along with a picture of Gregory so that there's something for Chase to look at every day. And Chase is like, well, I don't know how my brother would feel about that. And I'm like, split the ashes with him. Even though I don't know if Finn can handle it. Split the ashes with him. But Chase does and wants to follow his dad's wishes. Brooklyn then tells Chase wherever he goes, because, they were talking about spreading his ashes here, there, and everywhere, his dad is going to always be all around him. His spirit is always going to be close to him because he's a part of his father. Your dad's a part of you, all the good things that you are, and the corny things too. And his father, his father's spirit lives through him and their grandkids. Any kids that they have, they'll be pieces of Gregory. Chase is just hurting and he's missing his dad. And he still calls his dad's phone just to hear his voice. And I can definitely understand that. Definitely. I wish I had my grandma's voice still on my phone. But he also remembers what it would be like if Gregory was still alive. And he would most likely be in a wheelchair or on a ventilator by now, not living the life that he really wanted to, possibly in pain, trapped in his own thoughts. And that's a lot more crueler than dying in your sleep. And at least he died with no pain. But yeah, Chase is going through it, and Brooklyn's got her hubby. That's when Chase, after they get through talking, he decides that it would be a better way to honor his father by pursuing life, living life, experiencing joy, blah, 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 blah. I did write that in here, guys. And now he worried about inheriting ALS. When he said that, I was like, 10%, bro? You have a better chance of getting hit by a car. Especially in Port Charles, because we all know everybody gets hit by a car or by some speeding car in Port Charles. Kids, dogs, animals, cats, women, people, everybody. I said it. Yep, I sure did. Brooklyn tells him there is nothing that they can do about it, and if it happens, we'll have to deal with it. Until then, let's just live. And now he's second guessing their relationship on the 10%. Well, I don't want you taking care of me. What? A 10% chance? Like I said, bro, she has a 10%. You have a better chance of getting hit by a stray bullet for Sonny. Getting hit by a car than contracting ALS. And Brooklyn reminds him, she's like, 10%? Dude, I have just the same chances that you have of getting it. Remember our vows through sickness, through death, forever? This is forever, baby, and I'm not going anywhere. I love me some. You know what? I can't stand Brooklyn, but she's holding her man down, and I was like, yes, you do that, Brooke. You do that, girl. Oh, guys, the Fliz reunion. Do y'all ever feel like when they're talking, you can hear the paint drying? Liz's painful looks. I'm sorry, guys. I'd rather see Finn with Alexis, you know, going through this than Liz and her looks. Okay. So, and I wrote it in my notes, and all I'm over here is thinking is, when will the Fliz be over? She brings over brownies for from Aiden, and he, you know, because that was Violet's favorite, and he wants to, you know, show her some love. And everybody knows people love baked goods. He thanks her for it twice. She looks over to the bar, and he's like, no, I'm not drinking. I wasn't thinking that. I just was, you know, checking in to see if you were drinking. She tells him that she does love and supports him, and I'm like, girl, you were checking on this man. Liz does remind him that, well, you did hurt me with those strong words you used the other day. Okay, guys. I know some of y'all gonna be like, Twary, you wrong for this. But I got to say it, okay? I am trying to remember exactly what did Finn say that was so harsh to her. Did he call her out of her name? Did he call her a B? Did he tell her to get the F out of his house? Did he tell her to get the mother effing F out of his house? Or did he just tell her, you're not taking my daughter anywhere? I don't even remember Finn raising his voice. And she's over here acting like a battered victim. This man just lost his father. Why are you even there? Why did you even come over? I would have sent her ass out anyway. I don't need your eyes judging me, telling me what I need to be doing. I'm hurting right now. Girl, bye. But she's offended, though. She's offended this man's mourning his dad's passing, and you questioning why he would want you around. I wouldn't want you around either. I don't need you reminding me that I'm an alcoholic. Now I'm drinking. I need somebody here to support me. But when she said that, guys, and y'all let me know. You know what? That's my feeling. I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all give y'all feeling, but that's my feeling. I'm sorry. I don't see how what Finn's words said to hurt her. Maybe the drinking hurt her. That's what I would have went off. Me seeing you drink and knowing how much you battled to be sober, not sober because he was an alcoholic, but to stay away from everything because, you know, the drug addiction and stuff, that would have hurt me. But because he asked you to leave without his kid, and that hurt you, girl, bye. Bye, Felicia. Pop, 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 bye. Finn tells her he's not going to drink anymore and has been doing 2 meetings a day. But he isn't an alcoholic. And Liz's face is like, he's trying to justify his drinking. He tells her about his addiction to, I don't know, but we're gonna call it Zen Zen, because that's what they call it on the soaps, aka Zen Zen. And Liz brings up him not making a point of not drinking. He lets her know that he made the decision as a cautionary, but drinking was never his problem. And I'm like, you don't see her eyes, Finn? You don't see her eyes darting back and forth? Like, Finn, you can't read the room. And this brings me all the way back. Okay, so Finn's not drinking anymore, right? But something's going to probably happen at the hospital, and Portia's going to be like, is Liz, and Liz will probably be like her too. And that's when I'd be happy. Yay, this horribleness is finally over. I wouldn't mind seeing Finn with Alexis, because I think that would be a better option than Fliz. And I don't know, guys. Y'all know I don't care for Miss Liz Weber, but I'm looking at my notes and I'm just maybe slightly ashamed of myself, but not really. I wrote, guess what, y'all? Elizabeth is now a certified AA coach. And I'm like, I didn't even know she was a certified AA person. And it brings me back. Okay, now this one I don't feel no shame about. It brings me back to the time when everyone was telling her that she shouldn't be working at the hospital because of her mental unfitness. Y'all remember that, right? Y'all remember that, right? When she was seeing things because she was taking medicine to help her sleep, and it wasn't, she was taking a whole bunch or whatever, and it started having her act all loopy, and we thought that she had DID, which I still think she has DID, but that's another story. And then it turns out that she pushed Finn's wife down the stairs and forgot about it. But she decided it was okay for her to go back to work, though. And now she's the head nurse after helping lock up a pregnant woman in a tower. But she can be over here throwing shade. I'm sorry, you need to take your shade pocket and go back home to your kids and worry about what your kids is doing. I digress, guys. I'm off of her. I'm off of her now. I just don't like her self-righteousness. It irks the crap out of me. How many baby daddies you got? Okay, Tori, I'm gonna stop. Finn tells her he's not going to drink. He's not going to become a drunk because he had 2 drinks. And he brings up finding his father, and I'm like, that's called an excuse for drinking, Finn. And you don't want to use pain as a reason to drink, because that is core to addiction, is when you use your pain, when you're drinking out of pain and when you're drinking out of hurt. That is part of the problem. Oh, and I wrote, I'm saying this to myself, because when he tells her he has no desire to drink, I'm like, I have no desire for this storyline. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not wanting to go down the thing of Finn going off the deep end and drinking and all that. I don't want that for him. I just don't. I like, since we're doing somewhat love stories, can we build him and Flizzing out, and maybe build him and Alexis? I'd be more interested in that. Make that a thing. Make him and Alexis have a ooh moment, and he's like, oh my gosh, we slept together, and that, I would prefer that than this. Liz confirmed. Liz asks again, was it a one-time thing? And he tells her he hopes so. He then brings up other people in recovery that drink, and Liz is like, oh yeah, I know them. Side eye. I was like, I'm sure you do, Miss Perfect Puss. I can't stand her sanctimonious self. I'm sorry, guys. She is so freaking sanctimonious. Finn admits that he doesn't drink because he doesn't want to start Finn admits that he don't want to drink because he doesn't want to start another problem. Point made. She asks him, will he drink again? And I'm like, didn't he just tell you twice that he wasn't? But you keep asking him, girl, go home. Damn. Finn tells her again he is not risking that. She asks if she wants him to keep her company. Why? So you could keep asking him if he's going to drink and drink and drink. That might drive me to drinking, and I don't drink no more. And he's like, nah, I just need some time alone. And he does not need to be alone, but he needs to be with somebody that's really not on their sanctimonious broom. He needs Alexis. Even though I don't know if they can really help each other, but maybe they can. But I have a feeling the Alexis Finn thing is about to pop off. Pop. And I'm for it. They kiss as she's leaving. And I'm like, Finn, please close your lips. Just close your mouth. That was so gross. It was so gross. Oh, but my heart did sing, guys, when she walked out the door. And he was all suddenly all alone again. And he just starts crying. And he starts walking with his dad's cane and his sister, and starts crying again. And I'm just wishing that he had somebody stronger than Elizabeth to hold on to. We're going to shoo over to the Corinthos coffee house. And Diane reminds Sonny that that it is his problem because he was the one and he was heard threatening Jason. They all know about his animosity towards Jason. And that's when Agent Kate shows up. And guys, am I the only one? I'm getting kind of tired of him. I'm getting tired of him, okay? He wants to question him about the attempted murder of Jason, but really he's just accusing him. And Sonny says he has a confession. He questions Kate's being at the actual crime scene instead of raiding empty warehouses where there was actually no crime at the time until he got there, and then the crime was there. And Cates questions Sonny. He questions finding Sonny at the crime scene, and Sonny tells him, "Well, it's my place, and I'm here to report a break-in." That's when Kate starts bringing up. When Kate brings up Sonny's guy making a mess out of the whole entire shooting incident, Sonny's like, "Whose guy? Whose guy you talking about? The forklift guy? The packaging guy? The clipboard guy? None of these guys would have anything to do with this Jagger." I just actually love how he says Jagger's name. He is so antagonizing him when he says his name. It is hilarious. When John accuses Sonny of it again, Diane then has to step in and remind him that he's being offensive and slanderous, and I'm right here. You're not going to do this to my client. Diane tells him he is done answering he's done. Sonny's done asking questions. She can see Sonny's getting fidgety, and that's when John threatens to take Sonny down to question him there. And all I'm going to say is it would have been hilarious if he would have taken him down there, and I wonder if that would have forced Jason then to tell Case the truth about it being Valentine, because he doesn't want to see Sonny in jail. But Sonny was no longer laughing, though. Y'all seen that? He walked away, looking at his kids like, "Oh boy, we about to have another issue. Boy, if you hit this man, you going to jail." And Diane's like, "So what you taking him down for?" "Attempted murder." Diane tells him, "Well, then you should be actually arresting the person that did the attempt, not the person that wasn't around," which Sonny gladly tells him. That's when John Cates brings up the fact that the hitman was affiliated with Sonny's crime family, and Diane reminds him that that's allegedly affiliated, and that doesn't mean a hell of beans in the court system. That's when he asks Sonny again to come with him. And guys, don't ever go with them. If you don't go with the cops. I've seen so many people go with the cops and they never come back home for stuff, and he didn't even do it. You know, it was like, Trey, they went to jail. We know how messed up our prison system is. We know rich people normally don't get time. I mean, not lately. I mean, lately they have been, but that's a first. Diane asks, why would he do that? All he has is thin circumstantial evidence. Bingo! And all I'm going to say is I love me some Diane, and she was looking mighty fine in that suit today. Well, the black and the blue. John Cates brings up the fact that they are collecting additional evidence now. And I'm like, oh my God, well, that's good because they already have it. And guess what? Sonny didn't do it. Now Sonny's looking at him like he wants to put a hit on him. Oh my gosh. And this is why I know Sonny is fighting this. He's fighting reacting. You could tell he was fighting. He was looking at John like he wanted to take him out. Diane reminds Agent Cates that everyone is innocent until proven guilty. And he ain't got no proof why he appeared. He ain't got no proof at all why he over here throwing around accusations. He ain't got no proof when he appeared wagging his finger and throwing accusations. And Diane is definitely going to send an official complaint to the FBI regarding John Cates' antics. And I'm like, this is the second or third time someone's threatened you, Cates? The second or third time with that? But when Sonny says, "Good night, Jagger," it brought back memories of how Sonny used to antagonize Taggart. He used to antagonize the hell out of Taggart. Oh my gosh. And I miss Taggart, guys. They brought back this washed up version of him. My thoughts. But to me, John Cates is nothing but a washed-up version of Marcus Taggart, okay? Because that was Taggart, always busting in, always making assumptions, never been able to catch the guy. John Cates, I want Taggart back. You can take Cates back to wherever you got him from. Cates brings up that Sonny will go down for what happened with Jason. Wrong, unless Anna has it her way, even with the truth. Brings up Karen and Stone. And I was like, why does he keep bringing up these two when he walked out on his brother when his brother was fighting for his life and cheated on Karen? Bro, you ain't no better. You ain't no better. And no, he didn't do what Sonny did with Karen. But still, bro, you ain't no better. And you seen, that's when Sonny was doing this, like, can I deck him? I just want to deck him. I just want to deck him one more time. And all I'm thinking is if Sonny was on his meds, he would have pissed Cates off with a serious clap back that would have probably led Cates into hitting him again, or charging at him. Yeah, I missed that. Then John starts to bring up him taking advantage of brain damage Jason. And how he's now turning around and trying to take down him. And he's going to love seeing Sonny behind bars. And I wrote, oh, John, how wrong you are as usual. And I wrote, and now I'm starting to think that he might actually do okay at the PCPD since they can't solve a crime either. As John Cates leave and Diane does question Sonny again to see, did you do this? And he's like, I wasn't involved. And she tells him, when he says, well, did you think I was? She says, yeah, I did. And I'm not the only one who probably does. I did kind of move the story around today, so we're going to head over to Carly's place. So Drew visits Carly to tell her about him running for Congress, and I'm like, and she thinks he's joking, but he's dead serious. And I'm starting to wonder if he does run for Congress. I know I said this before, but does that mean that we won't see him that much? Because this is the first time we heard of Mr. McConkey. He tells her about Nina hooking him up with Congressman McConkey, but doesn't tell her about him and Nina hooking up. And I'm not saying that he would. I'm just saying that he didn't. He tells Carly of the Nina Daddy connection to Mr. McConkey and how things turned around, and the congressman ended up actually going to visit Drew and asking him to take his seat. So Carly's like, so do you want what do you want from me, bruh? Do you want me to talk you out of it? Talk you into it? What? And Drew tells her, well, he's worried about the Pittville, the insider trading, and the reporters harassing Carly at her job and her business. She's like, boy, bye, I got guards. And he's like, well, what about Kelly's? I got Jason. And you see his old broke down face? And when she apologizes, I was like, girl, why are you apologizing? You didn't do nothing wrong. Man, fuck his long neck jealous ass. He broke up with you, boo. Don't worry about how he feels. Who cares? He brings up Carly's friendship with Jason and Sonny. And she reminds him that that is your brother, bro. And that you are literally, you have family ties to organized crime. That is your brother. You talking about you worried about me. That is your brother. I'm like, oh my God, yes. Drew's like, oh, I'm just going to be truthful. I got nothing to do with Jason. Other than the fact that he saved your wretched life. This is why I don't want to see Drew no more. Because first of all, he's going around acting like he was the only one who saved Willow. And they got Willow singing his praise, which is nauseating at best. And I just think something so nasty and weird about that. It's just gross. But he's up there hating on the man that risked his life to save his. Risked his life to save his. And then just for you to sit there and hate on the man's kids. And talking crap about the man's kids. And we ain't even seen you with your kid. Oh, and just so that you can end up sleeping with your brother's lady too. Oh, I'm sorry, his friend. Drew. going somewhere. But when Carly asked him, "Are you sure?" It's a long shot that you'd win. I mean, I do admire your blind ambition. Oh, I love Carly. He brings up all the good that he has done, and he wants to make a difference. He basically re-spun what Willow said to him. And I'm like, this is starting to become a running thing for Drew. First, the Nina idea. Or was it, I think it was Jordan's idea, then Nina's idea. It was one of those ideas. And now he's spinning out Willow's. I mean, do you have a thought process for yourself, Drew? He just wants to make a difference, and he brings up the Cancer Foundation, and Carly tells him that Oscar would be so proud of him. And then he asks her again if he should run. And I was like, I say yes if that means we don't have to see much of you anymore. Please run. If that means that we only have to see blips of you, I'm okay with that. Carly tells him to go for it. And that she's good at saying no comment. She's been practicing it for a long time. And tells him that he got her vote. Okay, so let's move into the more interesting conversation. Sonny shows up, y'all. And Carly's like, is Chris okay? He's like, yeah, Chris is fine. She's like, well, Donna's asleep. And he says, no, it's not about Donna. Something happened tonight at the warehouse. And I had nothing to do with it, Carly. It wasn't me. He tells her about the shooting at the warehouse. He tells her that Jason's not hurt. Tells her that Britt called and told him about it. But Agent Cates thinks he did it, and Diane was thinking he did it too. But it's not him. And he wanted her to know that. And he also wants her to tell Jason that he didn't do it. Why? And I was with Carly. Why? When you just told Jason that you were coming after him, and then the hit happened. And that he's not responsible for what happened. And then the hit happened. But now we see Sonny telling it over to Carly to tell her that he had nothing to do with it. And that Jason, and to tell Jason that. Why? First of all, Sonny's conflicted. He knows a big part of him knows that Jason would not betray him, but he's so messed up right now. The Carly and Sonny, I mean, he just got to accusing her of lying and betraying him and being a traitor, and now he wants her to believe that he would not hurt Jason. If she's a liar, betrayer, and you don't have any love for her, why do you care about what she thinks, much less what Jason thinks? Y'all know what I'm getting with this, right? Y'all know where I'm coming with this, right? Are they paving a way for our Carson reunion? It would be too soon for me. I want Sonny to suffer a little bit without Carly, her moving on and him trying to figure it out or whatever. I think he treated her horribly, and he doesn't deserve to get her back that easily. And I really hope the writers don't do that. But so, and Carly brings it up to him. She asked him, why don't he tell Jason this himself? He's like, oh yeah, because he's a traitor, right? And Sonny's like, well, yeah, except you know he's not. You know he's not your enemy. And like I said, I have to agree with Carly when Sonny being conflicted. She brings up, if he really believed that Jason was a traitor, he wouldn't care about what Jason thinks. Real shit. Sonny says Jason is an FBI informant. That means in Sonny's world, he has no code or no honor. And guys, Sonny ain't lying. Sonny is not lying. If you're a snitch in the gangster world, you should not be alive. You should be gone. So Sonny ain't lying. I mean, we all want to sit here and be like, why, how? That's his buddy, that's his best friend. How could he trust it? Because Sonny's world, if you're a cop or an informant, you gotta say goodbye. There is no working. There is no canoodling in Sonny's world. And the fact that the fact that Sonny was if Jason hadn't went to the warehouse to be present in Sonny's face, Sonny probably wouldn't even mess with Jason, because he does still care about him. And I know everybody's like, oh, well, what about Dex? The same thing applies. Dex was a traitor. I mean, like, some of this stuff is almost like Sonny is a gangster. And I think for a long time, the writers, Chris and Dan, have been portraying Sonny as the gangster with a heart for too long, and people have forgot who Sonny really is. And I'm not saying that Sonny is completely 1,000% bad, but Sonny not trusting Jason with or without the medicine makes sense. He's an FBI informant. Sonny is in the mob. And then Jason's not really telling him what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Not that Jason could, because Sonny's not really right now, but still. And how he's reacting to Dex. I mean, come on. This dude was put in to infiltrate him and bring him down. I don't know, guys. That's where I'm at with this right now. It was like, I loved it. Of course, I love Maurice, and I love Laura Wright scenes. I even love Jason, Finola, and Jason. I love their scenes today. It was phenomenal. I loved every scene today. Every scene was phenomenal. The only scene that kind of made me cringe was the Fliz scene. I'm sorry, guys. I just can't stand them. I'm going to wrap this up because this is a super long video, and I'm already posting super late. You guys, thank you guys for hanging out with me. You guys are truly amazing. I will see you tomorrow. Sleep well and have a great day.